Hi everyone, this is Eric Klaus with PartnerSource Solutions. I'm an author, speaker, and business mentor. Here's our latest book, Enterprise Resource Planning 2017. I co-authored that with the fantastic Mr. Brian Inuma. You can follow me on Twitter at eklausmentor. So now let's talk about how you can save money, which I know always excites everyone, but perhaps more importantly, how we can help deliver a successful project. Let's get started here. First off, let's take a look at some of the technology implementation challenges and what could possibly go wrong here. Well, let's start with the fact that more than 70% of technology projects fail. And we can see a whole bunch of reasons why they fail in here. 83% of projects were not delivered on time. 53% of projects exceeded estimates. Perhaps the most important element here, the 77% project failures due to insufficient training and systems testing. That's the real killer here. So what are some of the problems that were encountered? What are some of the real issues here? Well, I'm not going to go through and read all of these to you guys, but I think at the end of the day, some of you are probably already feeling some of these challenges, these concerns. Maybe some of you are awake at night thinking about these things. So this is the nature of the world that we live in today when it comes to business and technology project challenges. Resources are stretched too thin, budgets are shrinking. It's a major problem. And at the end of the day, how do we know we're going to get what we're actually paying for? So what's our plan for success here? How can we ensure project success and prevent project failure? And let's look at how we save some time and some money at the end of the day. How can we demonstrate that we've done everything possible to get the expected results and protect our investment in our projects? At the end of the day, we're all responsible for the success of the implementation of a new technology solution. This is a team effort. So that's an important factor going into this, is really having your thinking in this really in the right place. And I see a lot of organizations who kind of go into these things thinking it's some kind of an us versus them. Some technology company is going to swoop in and they're going to do this project for us and we're going to come out of it with this fantastic new solution. But that's not the reality in today's world. It really is a team environment. We need to plan for that and work accordingly. So how is what we're talking about here different from other methods that people may be used to working in, other environments that people have seen in other technology implementations of the past? And we're talking about a lot of different types of technology. We could be talking about customer relationship management systems. We could be talking about business intelligence solutions. We could be talking about enterprise resource planning solutions. We could be talking about some other custom application development. Really, the elements here that we're looking at are relevant around virtually any type of technology implementation, but especially as the projects go larger, as the stakes get higher, the risks get higher. So how do we differ here? So we've got a 10-point system here. And again, I'm not going to go through and dive into all of the details in here. If you want to, you can freeze this video. You can take a look at it. I'm not going to go and spend a ton of time on all of these. But I think the important element is to realize that we've got a 10-point approach here that allows us to really focus and make sure that collectively, as a team, we are delivering what we said we're going to deliver, that we're going to have a successful project. So then at the end of the day, of course, if we're going to do this, any type of technology solution we're going to be looking at is going to be an investment. We're going to spend money. So is there some way that we can offset that? And I think this is one of the really unique elements that we bring to the table is we have the ability to bring in some outside funding sources for everyone that I find other organizations just don't know about. And this is the real advantage to why you want to work with us. Quite frankly, this is our secret sauce. It's because we're able to go out and bring these types of programs to you as a business and help you offset some of the costs for the implementation of your new technology solutions. If you're a manufacturer, you immediately qualify for the first program there. This is a federal MEP, the Manufacturing Extension Program. This is an opportunity to bring back some of that tax money that we all end up paying and leverage that in the implementation of your new technology solution. So if you're a manufacturer, you qualify for that MEP program. This is definitely something to take a look at for you. If you're not a manufacturer, if you're listening to this right now and you're thinking, Eric, I am not a manufacturer, so what else can I do? Well, if you are a manufacturer, you get to double down here. You get to qualify for both the MEP program as well as the ETP program from the state of California. But if you weren't a manufacturer, you still get the ability to take advantage of the ETP program. ETP is a program that is sourced and funded through the EDD folks, the unemployment insurance folks that most of us may be more familiar with, but this is where that comes into play. And it gives us another way to go ahead and access funding from, in this case, the state of California, to go ahead and fund some of the training that we're going to do as part of our solution. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that might look like. The funding helps us to come in and reduce our costs, as we said before. What we're looking at is being able to leverage all different types of training that we might be doing here as well. So obviously some elements are going to be technology related. Anytime we're implementing new technology in an organization, it almost always involves some elements of training. Training and testing and more training, that's really the key to success. So in the end, then, we want to leverage that. But maybe your organization is also doing some other types of training. If you are involved in ISO training or Six Sigma training, customer service training, sexual harassment training, something we see many organizations delivering today, all of these types of training can ultimately be bundled together to determine the reimbursement for those ETP funds. So this is a fantastic opportunity to recoup some of those investments that we're making. The other beauty of leveraging the programs is that we're bringing in that independent third party to help us manage the project. And at the same time, that's how we also get access to these additional funds. So that's the benefit that we bring here, is that oversight element, as well as the ability to offset those costs and bring a way to reduce the costs of the implementation of these new solutions in our business. So what does that end up looking like? How can we leverage this? So just using an example here of something that we saw with another organization. And so the organization was looking at planned technology services for this particular project of about $150,000. So not an insignificant amount of money by any stretch of the imagination. Certainly not the largest that we've ever seen either, though. So just to kind of give you a perspective on kind of what we're looking at here, and you can work around this if you want to figure some percentages. But this is a good set of numbers to take a look at. So is there some cost for the project management services? Of course there is, yes. We factored that into the equation in here. But now, for those, again, who are manufacturers, we get the MEP funding offset around this. That gives us a savings of $12,250 in our example here. We're able to also secure another $25,000 of ETP funding from the state of California. So in the end, in this particular example, what we were able to do for the client is reduce their overall project cost, bring it down to $137,750. More importantly, I think, and obviously, again, we always want to save money, don't we, in today's business world? But the other big side to this is that project management value that we talked about earlier, where we're able to better manage the project, keep it on budget, keep it on time, deliver the project successfully. That's I would argue, is perhaps even more important than being able to save a few dollars. Now, of course, as I said, we all want to save money. So this is a great way to be able to do that. But I think the biggest benefit out of this is that project management and our ability to make sure we're delivering a successful project so that, as I talked about earlier, if any one of those challenges that we talked about earlier are keeping you awake at night, this is our way of alleviating those. So you get a better night's sleep. We deliver a successful project with you as part of your team, and we save some money along the way. We'd love to continue the conversation with you now. So we've put together a special offer for you. And this is our technology project strategy session. The normal price on our technology project strategy session is $9.99. What we deliver for you at the end of this is our project plan savings estimate. We work with you, go through your project plan, and identify how we can leverage the resources that we've talked about today to come up with our savings estimate for you. As I said, normal price for this service is $9.99. We would like to offer it for everybody who has consumed today's video, and that is our online special offer price of $5.99. If you're interested, if you'd like to take advantage of what we've talked about today, then please reach out. My contact information is there on the screen, PartnerSource Solutions. We've got our phone number, my email address, and our website is there. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much. Thank you again for taking the time to sit through this video, and we hope to hear from you soon. Have a great one.